I started about 5 months ago my first full-time job after graduating college, which means I've crossed the point of being just trained and like kind of in the way to now I have everything on my plate, but I still don't quite know how to deal with it all. Um, and on top of that, since about the end of July, I have been in either a week long meeting, a week long project, or a week long problem that has absorbed all of my time, and I'm barely able to keep up with my regular day to day work. I've been exhausted constantly. And because of that, I feel like I've been a poor boyfriend. I feel like I've been a poor friend to people. I feel like I've been a bad employee. I'm not able to get my job done that I thought I was hired for. And I would bank on nights to go home and sit down and read a book or watch something or just sleep early, which is met with not being able to sleep early or unwisely making plans that absorb some of those evenings constantly, sometimes very late into the night, being responsible for driving back from major events. um, so I didn't know what to do. I'm exhausted. And a week ago, there was another event that I was looking at saying, this is going to take up so much of my energy. I don't know what I'm going to do. And that was the Send Network event, which happened in New York City, the sleepless city, ironically, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to be like, this is going to knock me out. I'm going to, like, who knows if I'm going to even make it to church on Sunday. I might just be too tired. But we got there, and one of the opening remarks from one of the pastors leading was, you guys who are attending, let yourselves be filled today. Allow that to happen. Don't sit here and try to analyze or debate or understand what's going on to a higher degree. Just be filled. And I was. I was encouraged to see the heart of the people who were gathering there for their communities, for the sake of the kingdom of God, and that motivated me. That filled me up. That filled my heart to the point where I feel spiritually rested. Maybe not mentally or physically all the time, but I feel spiritually rested. Which reminds me of the prophet Elijah. He goes and he speaks with the wicked queen Jezebel, the Jezebel, and he gets so discouraged that he goes out into the wilderness. He hikes out into the wilderness and he says to God, God, end my life. I'm done. I'm ready. Take it all away. And then he falls asleep. And then an angel walks up to him and hands him fresh baked meal and goes, sit up, eat some food. And he goes back to sleep. And then the angel shows up again. Sit up, eat some food. And then he goes back to sleep again. And then he wakes up and he goes on his way. And that I need to rely more on how God is going to provide for my needs. Not necessarily do what I want him to. He's not going to take my hardship away, but he is going to provide that meal, that rest. And it's going to be spiritual first, because I don't belong to this world. I don't belong to my mind. I belong to him. So if I'm well rested in him, then I am well rested.